Good morning, and welcome to day 4 of the 7-day guided meditation for inner guidance and clarity. Today, we will travel with the whales and into the realms of endless possibilities. So, as we begin, find a comfortable position, either laying down or with your hands next to you or outstretched to either side. If sitting in a chair, making sure your body is uncrossed, that your hands are either pointing up upon your lap or palms facing down. And just slowly begin to come into your natural state of breath. Breathing in, breathing out, coming, finding that soft space in between each breath. And every time that you breathe in, see if you can hold the breath a little bit more at the top, slowly deepening the breath. And every time you exhale, see if you can exhale just a little bit longer, emptying the lungs of any stagnant energies. So slowly breathing in as deep as you can go. And then right at the top, take just the tiniest sip more of air. And just hold it for a moment. And then release. And when you feel as though you've released all of the air in your lungs, just see if you can push out a little bit more. This is deepening your capacity for breath, expanding the lungs, maybe activating parts of the lungs that have been unused for a while, especially centering along the bottoms of the lungs and the tippy tops of the lungs, and the fronts and the backs. So we want to breathe in this expansive breath today. When you get to the top of the breath, just sip in a little bit more and hold it, and just slowly release the breath, releasing, and to see if you can just release just a little bit more at the end. Seeing if the release can be even longer than the inhalation. And so let's practice that breath one more time before we begin our journey. Deep breath in, all the way to the top of the breath, and hold. And just take a sip more breath. And release slowly, all the way down to the bottom of the lungs, and just the tiniest little bit of air. Just allow that to breathe out. And as you are becoming back to your natural rhythm of breath, notice if it's any deeper. If you need some more deep inhales, give those to yourself today. For where we are journeying, we are going to the realms of endless possibilities, into the depths of the waters, where water flows and cleanses us. But not only that, where we have the opportunity to calibrate ourselves with the sounds of the humpback whale, these ancient sentient beings whose songs reverberate through the body, raising your frequency, your vibrational field to call forth exactly what it is that you need in this moment. And we breathe and release. And now I want you to see, feel, and imagine it to be so, that you are walking along a path on the beach, moving towards the shore where the waves break, and you may feel the water as you get closer start to tickle the toes as the waves are moving in and out off of the shore. And before we enter, you may ask the waters for entry. You may do this silently, just asking, may I enter? And you will enter with reverence and peace as the waters split before you so that you may walk even further upon the sand. The waters making a beautiful pathway for you, all the way out. And as you are walking, you see your guide walking toward you. And this may be the guide that has been with you for this whole journey for the past 4 days, or it may be a different guide. Just breathe in and acknowledge their presence. Acknowledge their love and their support. Acknowledge the peace that radiates for them, and really acknowledge this excitement that is coming forth like a little kid in a candy store are going to meet their favorite person. And as you acknowledge all of those things within you, then you realize that it is radiating through you as well. And so you hold their hand and they walk you deeper into the waters, which now are beginning to rise to about your ankle. And as you go a little deeper, you see this beautiful mama humpback whale and her baby and her escort. And the mama whale comes over and puts her fin out so that you may walk upon it and ride on her back. And as you settle in with your guide that's with you, you realize that you can breathe freely and easily underwater on a ride of a lifetime upon the back of this sentient humpback whale, riding beside her baby, riding alongside her escort. And you realize that we're not going very deep into the water, but we're moving towards calm waters, moving towards a secret grotto that the whales go to sing their songs. to communicate to the other whales their joys and their lamentations and the mating call. And as you are in this grotto, you yourself begin to sing a song of joy or whatever is on your heart. And it may start to mix in with the songs of the whales. And any place where there's discord or any breaks in frequency, their song aligns with yours to raise the vibration, to raise the frequency. And you just find your natural rhythm of breath, floating in this beautiful grotto, singing with the whales, realizing, knowing, and seeing there's nothing to do, nowhere to be, only to be present to this right now moment. And so, as you begin to breathe, allowing the song to permeate into your breath, you may recall the question, what is my most inspired, in spirit step that I am to take today? And this may be in relation to how can you be resourced today? How can you bring in more of what is needed today? Maybe it is financial abundance. Maybe it is more peace. Maybe it's more love. Perhaps it is more grounding. Or maybe it is just the fortification of your spirit that is needed today. And so you breathe and you just ask the question, what are my most inspired, in spirit steps that I can take today? And just breathe, allowing yourself to dance with the whales, knowing you are safe with your guides, that this mama whale has you and is caring for you just as she cares for her baby that is right beside her. And just breathe here for a moment, listening or allowing the frequencies to recalibrate and raise your frequency to match what it is that you most desire today. And we breathe. You feel yourself drifting or losing thread, just come back to the breath, knowing that the answer to your inquiry will be remembered. And just breathe. And so you can begin to take a deeper breath in, still being with your question, for it is in this deep state of rest and relaxation that we are able to most create from, that we are most tapped into the fluidity of creation and endless possibilities. So just breathe here. And as you're breathing, you may notice that the baby well is diving down just a little bit deeper than you all are at the surface. For this beacon of pure innocence has a gift for you today. And they dive deep into the ocean as far as they can go with the watchful eye of their mama and of the guardian of the escort. And they come back up just in a excitement of bubbles. And you notice that there's something in their mouth. And it looks like it's a box or maybe a seashell, but it's a gift for you. And so you reach your hands out and you acknowledge the baby whale for such a beautiful gift. And your guides also acknowledge the whale's gift. And as the baby whale goes up to get a breath of air, your guide encourages you to open the gift when you're ready. And this gift is to come with you from today moving forward as a reminder that we truly do live in a world and in a universe of endless possibilities. And the way we access what we most desire is through frequency. And so you may open the gift, and it is perfect for exactly what you need right now. Gaze upon the gift, hold it in your hand, feel its vibration, its frequency, and what it brings forth within you. Just feel this gift for a moment. feeling the shape, the frequency, the vibrational echoes, holding it to your heart space and allowing it to move through your body into all the cells and molecular structures, into your own waters of your body, allowing it to harmonize with this beautiful gift that this baby well has given you. Just breathe here for a moment. Giving thanks, opening the heart a little wider to receive, opening the central channel to hear just a little bit more, this deep connection to spirit, to self. Opening the energetic body just a bit more to co-create with your highest self, with your guides and with spirit. Just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's one thing that you move through your day with today. May it be deep gratitude and appreciation for yourself and all the endless possibilities that are available to you right now. And one more time, just breathe in and just say thank you. Thank you. And now you notice that Mama Whale is moving closer to the shore. Baby Whale is right there next to her, her escort, keeping guard, keeping watch, keeping you all safe as you move closer to the shores. And as you reach the shore, she puts out her fin again so that you can walk off with your guide back into the sand. You bid them farewell and watch them swim off into the horizon. And the baby whale breaches right in front of you with the biggest splash of just deep joy and appreciation for you all's time together. And so your guide walks you back through the shore and the sand, just continuously emanating love and support, continually allowing for the flow of that beautiful encounter to just permeate as you get used to being back on the shore and onto dry land. And so your guide walks you back to your door of access here and bids you farewell until tomorrow. And you, having your gift from the baby whale, you bid the guide farewell as well and move through the door back into this realm. Just breathing and releasing. You may Want to bring some movement slowly, slowly, slowly back into your feet, wiggling your toes, bringing movement back into your hands, wiggling your fingers. And before you open your eyes, cast them downward, almost looking at your nose with the eyelids closed, and slowly, so slowly, start to flutter them open when you're ready. You may want to bring more movement into the body by stretching, by expanding the chest and opening up a little bit more, moving your spine, moving your head from side to side, bringing yourself back to this present moment. And before you start to move about your day, most definitely drink lots of water, as well as take a moment to write down what your most inspired in spirit steps are for today. Write down what gift you received from the baby whale. Also write down and bring to remembrance the recalibration, if anything happened or took place for you, just so you can have this to come back to at a later date. And also know that you can listen to this meditation again and receive even deeper messages along the way. And so take that moment now. Just want to say I love you. Have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.